Welcome. My name is Halina Goldstein, and I'm the founder of the Joy Keepers Network. I believe joy is what we desire the most in life. And when we find it, we find peace. Michael Beckwith says that when we feel joy, we are in integrity with our soul. When we are in integrity with our soul, everything begins to fall into place. We find inner harmony, and from there we find harmony and peace with each other. And in this way, joy is a powerful energy. It's at the very center of who we are. And perhaps you have experienced in your life too how powerful it can be. Perhaps you had a difficult day, and in the midst of that, a stranger shows up and smiles to you. Nothing else, just a smile. And that one smile turns your day around. Sometimes it can even turn a life around. I've seen that happen. And I've seen and experienced joy show up in the midst of great loneliness, great despair, great loss. Joy comes and helps us move through those very difficult circumstances, helps us find our way, helps us find our peace. And it is also powerful on bigger scale than just the individual. Did you know that? Perhaps you have heard how there are many organizations today and corporations that bring the significance of joy and happiness into the workplace, into the political work. Bhutan is an example of that. Other countries, some African countries such as Burkina Faso, have a tradition that is built on that. So in Burkina Faso, for example, I've heard there are 70 different languages, and they have a tradition that's called joking relationships. And the essence of it is that the tradition invites people to, rather than fight over their differences, joke, make jokes about their differences. So tease each other and bring lightfulness and playfulness and joyfulness into it. And actually, with that kind of approach, that kind of a culture, they have been able to keep peace for many, many years. So joy is not just a nice feeling. Joy is a powerful transformational energy. Joy, when it is felt, it begins to resonate. And as it resonates, it connects us with other people. And it uplifts us. It liberates us. And ultimately, joy awakens us. It awakens us to our oneness, to our unity. And that's what our world needs today, isn't it? Here's the thing. We all are aware now of the crisis that we're in the midst of, and a crisis that requires us to create changes now. Not 10 years from now, not 20 years from now, but now. And we actually already have the technologies and the tools that it takes to make these changes. That's the beauty of it. The challenge is that we don't yet have the consciousness that it takes. We don't yet have the political will that it takes. So how do we bring that consciousness into the world? Well, this is where organizations such as the Joy Keepers Network and many others play an important role. Our job is to awaken that consciousness of oneness, and from that willingness to create these changes. And the vision for the Joy Keepers Network is that we do that on all levels. So starting with the individual, we learn how to become joy keepers, how to maintain the energy of joy within ourselves, and then from there share it with our immediate environment. And the next level is to work in local communities, in groups, and bring the joy consciousness there, and from there the peace and the oneness consciousness there. Because again, that affects how we co-create the world that we live in. And then again, the mission of the Joy Keepers Network is to collaborate with bigger and bigger networks around the world, and to kind of weave the joy energy into all these different contributions and initiatives around the world. Because again, joy is a powerful energy. Dalai Lama says that joy is our very purpose. And I believe it is our very purpose, not only for the single human being, but for humanity as such. Joy is the expression of who we are. And the more we can connect with it as individuals, as groups, as humanities, the more we can develop and connect in oneness and in peace and create the world that we all need and want. So thank you for being here. Thank you for becoming the joy and the peace that we all want to see in the world. Welcome.